Well, happy Sunday to everybody. I just felt like I would do a card pull. Maybe for the week ahead. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just for today. Let's see what we get. I don't know. I need some inspirational messages. That's all. That's what I know. It's been a rough little while. Take that one out. So I'm using 2 decks. This is messages from the guides. So there are, I feel like that one, there are guidebooks that come with these, but when I do these card pulls, I like to just roll. I like to just wing. Oh, this one has flipped. Oh, okay. So I'm going to do 3 of each, I think. Let's see what, oh, this deck is like slippery. Okay. I don't know what that means, but let's see what comes through. So when I do these pulls, I just kind of like, I listen and I listen and I feel what wants to come through, and then I pass that along. So I don't know. All of us can tap into our intuition. It's just, you just have to do it, and you listen and you trust, right? So, okay, these ones are being stubborn. I'm giving one more shuffle and then I'm putting them down. there may not be a message that, like that one flew out, but okay, whoa. And oh, interesting. Okay, so the first one, don't relinquish your power. Okay, this is interesting. I'm still gonna decide if I'm even gonna share this. This might just be a personal one that I need to get out. Don't relinquish your power. Let go of ego and give without expectation. And then close encounters and ears wide open. So, okay, don't give away your power. This is, I feel like this is highly personal, but this is okay because maybe it's good to share stuff like this. But anyways, I've been having quite the time as a parent. And let go of ego. It's very hard to admit that and ask for help. So I think if anybody else out there is, this may not apply to parenting for you. This could apply to anything. So basically, relinquishing your power is giving away your, so I want to say accountability, but it's not even that. I'm trying to think of how to explain it. So it's almost like doubt. So when I start to overanalyze and get into my head, then I put in there and I'm like, oh, but maybe I did this wrong, and maybe this, and this, and maybe that. That's giving my power away. And that's basically, it's an unhealthy thought pattern, right? Because we do know that as people, if we're these fantastic people who are constantly just living and trying to do our best, we're not doing the crappy things that we think we're doing. We get into our heads, we let that doubt get in. So that's giving your power away. That's basically like saying, oh yeah, I did everything all wrong, blah, blah, blah. No, and it's not. The letting go of ego, I do think this one is very hard. This one is very intricate depending on who you are and what your life experience is and what your current state is. So the ego isn't necessarily this bad thing, but it can be, I would say the word like pride. If it's associated with pride, like I was saying earlier, if you're not afraid, but you're almost embarrassed or ashamed to ask for help because it's like, man, I'm so independent and I do this and I don't count on anybody and I like to do this and blah, blah, blah. Then when you actually have to admit that maybe things are out of your realm, then yes, that is ego. But the part where it would be challenging is if you override that and you hear that and you know that, okay, you know what, I got to ask for some backup here because this is not working. That's cool. If you override it, not cool. So letting go of that ego, especially when you know that it's for your greatest and highest, right? And give without expectation. So this is a very cool one. It's so funny how personal it is, because sometimes people live in a world of, well, I'll do this if you do that. Like everything's like a deal, everything's a trade, everything's a bargain, everything has to be even. And I'm a Libra, so even for me to be saying this is funny, because I do like balance, but I don't think that when I give something, I need to get something back. If I do, fantastic, that's great. But if we choose to give, I think of like charitable or doing volunteer work, we aren't doing it, well, some people are, but for the most part, you're not doing it to get something in return. You're not doing it to get like an applause. Oh, they're so great, they're doing this. No, that's not why you give. That's not why you help others. So when we think about giving without expectation, it's literally that. You give because you can. So whether it's financial, whether it's your time, your energy, like your expertise, you give because that's what we need to be doing as a human race. We need to be helping one another. We need to lend a hand. We need to, give a hand up. We need to, whatever way you want to put it, in order for this world to kind of balance out, to neutralize, to live in that positive space rather than that negative or deficit space. So yeah, just that reminder that it doesn't always have to be, well, I'll do this if you do that. No, man, that's just weird. And then the close encounters and the ears wide open, I'm putting these ones together because I think these first three are the like human emotions, the humanness, those parts of life that are, as a result of us being humans. Whereas the close encounters and listening with your ears wide open, these are the hidden. These are, I like to say, these are like the spiritual. These are the behind the veil. These are our intuitive ones. So when you think of close encounters, so paying attention and leaning in to, so maybe, those times of doubt, maybe instead of questioning yourself, maybe you pause and you do some mindful breathing. Maybe you listen to a guided visualization or meditation to ground yourself. Maybe you contact a close friend who can hold that space for you to listen. But ultimately, the close encounters, the ears wide open, I feel that is pay attention to the signs. Trust that your spirit team, trust that your higher self, trust that your divine beings, whoever you believe in or consult with, or if maybe you don't yet, maybe you don't know, that's okay. Maybe it's time to start doing that. Maybe this is why you're seeing this video, is that it's time that you listen and you feel and you pay attention to those like inner nudges when something, oh my gosh, I'll tell you this, the last week and a half, maybe 2 weeks, when I've been walking, so I've always had that feeling where, sometimes you just don't, okay, I want to turn right, but I'm going to turn left instead. Like I always have that, but I've had it, I'm going to say almost daily for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, where I'm walking and I like stop in my tracks and turn around and go back. Or I was at one intersection and I was going to turn right. Sometimes I play a game with my dog and I'm like, which way do you want to go? Right, left, or straight? And then I'll see if he leads. But this time we were standing there and I'm like, okay, let's go right. And I'm like, oh, nope, I can't go right. That's weird. And it would have been a short walk if I went left. So right or straight were my options. So then I'm like, okay, let's start going straight. I started going straight for maybe half of a block and I'm like, ooh, no, I had to turn around. Do I know why? Nope. Did I listen? Yep. That's the one thing I've always listened in my life, is when I hear that little voice or I feel that feeling and I just know, I'm like, yep, I'm going, before I would ignore it or try to. And it's not good, because there's something that, and I feel like it's my higher self or someone on my spirit team saying, okay, just don't do that. And it may not be so dramatic that you're gonna die, but it might be. Like if you go that way, maybe it's just, I don't know, you're gonna stub your toe, something silly. But either way, listening and using our intuitive ears to be listening and tapping into these close encounters, they are helpers. We're not just here on this planet like, go ahead, have fun. Hope you do it. Hope you've learned it all. No, we have an entire team. We have so much power behind us. So just using that and trusting in that. And yeah, so I just want to send everybody a big, whoever that was for. I know it was definitely for me. Appreciate your talents. That's funny. I love it. I appreciate that I have intuitive gifts. There, we'll do that. Practice moderation. That's with our Easter chocolate. Anyways, I hope that helps you, sets you off for a great week ahead, and we'll chat later. 11:11 just passed by. Okay.